Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. You can make it round the world when the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. The Popcorn World. There's no mystery. Let's make history with the five. Oh, the strong 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me and do the 5. Yeah, we keep it on the floor. And the funk plus 4 and you got 5. I said before 1 and 9 is 10. And there ain't no span on the 5.
Yo, we up in here, man. We up in here, man.
What up, Oos?
In my Terrence Howard voice. We in here, man.
What's good?
We say, what up, Oos? What up, Oos?
What up, Oos?
It's a lot of good stuff going on in the world right now. And that's why we in such a good mood, because it's a lot of good stuff going on in the world right now. And we here to bring it all to y'all, man. This is the 5. That's Killer Cam right there, chilling. He's transitioning over to his Major League Baseball. Matter of fact, what you're not gonna do is throw that Boston Celtic in my face. I see what you're trying to do, but I can match your energy. Like it ain't nothing to match the energy. Since I see that's what we doing tonight.
Yeah, we got it on.
Don't do that. Don't do that, because I got it. This was the championship hat. This ain't just a regular hat. This is the championship hat. Don't do that. Now let's not talk about the one that's the most recent. Now let's not do that. Okay then. All right then. Settle down, sir. Is that what we doing tonight? Is that how we start the show?
No, we're not doing that.
That's the energy we bring in.
No.
Because I mean, the draft is 3 days away. We should be united right now.
I'm not. We are. I'm not.
Okay. All right then. I'm
not going to talk about what the Red Sox did to the Yankees 2 weeks in a row.
Well, you can talk about that all day long. You can talk about that all night long.
I'm good. It's personal.
I got big energy for that.
No, I'm good.
Big energy for that. Okay, listen, y'all, we got a show to do tonight. That's Chad Major right there, C Major, aka Lil Bro. He is in the building as well. He makes the show go, make it do what it do. Really? That's what we doing?
I'm sorry. No. It was a humble flex. I'm sorry.
That wasn't even humble. That was just a full-on flex. But wasn't no humility involved in that at all.
My bad. Whenever you beat up on the Yankees like that, stuff like that happens.
I feel you.
Act like you've been there, man. Act like you've been there.
You ain't been there since 2009.
Hey, but we've been there 27 times. So.
You ain't been there since 2009. You hear me?
See, the Cowboys and the Yankees fans are exactly the same, ain't they? They pull on them old ass trophies, don't they? Be like, but we did it back here.
Hey man,
give me a second. See, it still shines.
A wise man once told me that yesterday. Never mind.
I'm just hold on. We got to stall him out for a minute. We got to see where this goes. Stall him out for a minute, see where this goes.
Ooh, no, I'm good.
We'll be back to it. We'll see where it goes. We still rock with him, but let's stall him out for a minute. Okay, all right. Listen, we on question 1, y'all. Straight up. The Thunder just won last night. But what if?
Man.
That game started in a way to make me think, if I'm being honest, if we all being honest, I don't know. I don't know if they'd have won last night if my man could have stayed healthy. Because the way he came out the gate and the way they had this Thunder kind of scrambling a little bit, I don't know.
He was shooting that thing for sure. The three.
I don't know. He was firing on all cylinders. He had the whole thing working. I don't know. But that's the fantasy. This is the reality. Thunder won.
Man,
so that brings me
them darn calf strains, man.
That's another conversation for another day that we definitely need to have. But let's combine question number 1 and question number 2. What should the Pacers do to get back without Haliburton, who officially was ruled with Achilles tendon tear? He'll be out, as we all know, for pretty much a solid calendar year for the most part. Like he might be able to pull it back off in 8 months, maybe 9, but most Achilles tears typically are a year long. So we're not gonna see him all of 26 is what we until fall of 26 is what we're looking at, really. But where y'all want to start? Y'all want to start with what happened, or you want to start with what could have happened, or where you want to start? Where y'all want to start with this thing? It broke my heart. I'm gonna just tell you, I had real tears come to my eyes when I saw that boy go down, because I had to fight back the tears because I felt, man, that's a gut punch, man.
It's a lot of deja vu. It's deja vu, man. All these injuries in the finals, man. Deja vu.
What other injury in the finals has there been?
KD.
That's long ago. What else other than that?
Well, first of all, that wasn't in Game 7.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It actually matters quite a bit, Chad. Like
the playoffs. It was in the finals.
I'll star you out. It was in the finals. I'll star you out on that. But it wasn't in Game 7.
We didn't get to Game 7.
So. And y'all was already down 3-1. Y'all probably weren't coming back. Maybe y'all was coming back. I don't know. We don't know. We did same like last night. We don't know. We don't know. That was a gut punch, man. That was man.
Yeah,
you knew it was tough because even the OKC fans couldn't even cheer right. Like they didn't know what to do. They was like, are we supposed to be like, how are you supposed to approach this? Like, it was a weird moment, and OKC struggled play wise more than the Pacers did. The Pacers seemed to like, we got to rally for our boy, and the OKC was like, we got to win the game. Like they was like they
didn't put the foot on the gas like they supposed to.
I don't think they really knew what to do. Like I think they was just so shook by the moment, and the crowd was shook by the moment. They just threw everybody off in that first half. But they pulled together though. I mean, they pulled together. Shout out to Chet Holmgren. I think he went 18 and 10 and 5 blocks. 5 blocks, which by the way, is the record. Like that's the most blocks in a finals game ever.
Yeah.
Like 5. Wow, that's crazy. So it was a weird game all the way around. But it was I hate to put the asterisk by it, but I feel like we gotta put the asterisk by it. Like I know your boy tried to throw a shot at us last night.
He tried.
He tried to throw a little shot at the Lakers last night, but fam, this ain't no cleaner than the one you got, the one you got in the bubble.
Might be worse.
Because I'm not 100% sure they was gonna win that game, the way that game started out.
I was gonna ask y'all about that. How y'all felt about what he said? That's So
I mean, I get it. We
accept that. We Lakers fans. It's a target on our back. That's fine.
Yeah, he got to ride for his new squad. I get it. But don't think for 1 second he don't want to come home, despite that championship he just won. He did want to leave to begin with. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
He was asked to leave. He didn't leave on his own. He was asked to leave.
Should Miles Turner have done more?
What?
Should
Is
he
that a
have
real
done more?
question?
I mean, like, he should have been motivated to do more because Haliburton went out, but he didn't have it.
I let Lord have that.
I think you do what your God-given ability allows you to do. And I think he has never connected his basketball intellect with his athletic ability, and that is part of the problem. He does not understand mentally how to take his game to new heights. And that's why because we keep waiting for him to do something. Miles, step in there and do something. Well, if a dude ain't stepped in and done nothing all this time, he probably ain't gonna step up and do nothing. He don't have that other thing.
It was a perfect time for him to do something, like you said.
It was, but I don't think he has that part of himself. I don't think he has it, so I can't expect him to do what he ain't capable of doing. John Suggs said Pacers window closed. Nah, son. That's why we here. That's why we're here to tell y'all about that. I don't think the Pacers window is closed at all.
What did he say at the end of that about Miles Turner?
He
said Turner should be shipped overseas, which is a little aggressive, John. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's a lot.
Hey, John,
that's a little aggressive.
I'm in the car with you.
Overseas, Cam, overseas
to the next coast. That's what Cam wants.
Like over the country, towards the sea. Is that what you're talking about? Or
say, man, listen. Let me tell you something. Lord, let me tell you something. Can Miles Turner make a jump shot? I'm asking you this. This is a real question. Can he make the jump shot? He shoot threes, right?
Okay, you asked me a real question. I'm gonna ask you a real. I'm gonna answer it in a real way. I honestly don't know because he don't shoot enough of them to judge it.
Okay.
He rejects the jump shot for the 3-point shot, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Here's what I'm saying. Excuse me. For a 7-footer, does he have a better jump shot than Daniel Gafford?
I ain't never seen Daniel Gafford shoot a 3. So
I was gonna say he had. Well,
does he have a better jump shot than Derek Lively?
It's slightly better. It's slightly better.
Okay, he can shoot the ball.
Right, slightly.
Even here in the backyard from high school, Miles Turner can shoot the ball.
Okay.
So why not turn around at a 15 feet and square up and shoot the ball? Okay, is some of this on Carlisle? Like you can't make him y'all can't make him play. Like he's 7 feet. If he square up, you can't even block the shot. Like you are so you babysitting behind this 3-point line.
Can I answer that question? I can't believe in my sanctified mind that Rick Carlisle has not had this exact same conversation with Miles Turner. I think it's Miles Turner. I don't think it's Rick. I don't think it's the coaching staff. I don't even think it's his teammates. I think it's Miles. I think he don't have the confidence in the work that he has put up for those type of shots. Now, notice what I said. The work that he has put up for those type of shots. Meaning, I think he practices the jumper, the mid-range jumper, but not enough to get it into a muscle memory. Because if you got muscle memory on certain shots, then you don't ever think about what you're doing. You just make the shot. I'll never forget. We were playing in a game one year, and I was a post. So most of my shots are short range, mid jumpers, bank shots, the whole nine. But I could shoot a 3, and I practiced the 3 with muscle memory. Well, come to find out, game time, we're down by 2. Ball bounces off the rim, Robert Horry style to me. I'm standing outside the 3-point line. I catch in rotation, shoot without even thinking. Ball goes in, we win. That's just muscle memory, though. It wasn't that. If I think about it, I'm probably not going to make that shot. But if I just go with the work, I'm going to make that shot every time because I'm not thinking about it. I'm in rotation. I'm in the flow. That's the whole reason why you put the work in. And I don't think Miles, and I'm not trying to insult the brother. I'm just looking at the work because Cam is 1,000% correct. Bro, you got a 4 to 5 inch advantage every time you step on the court. Why are you not shooting a mid jumper? Like, what are you doing? If minimum, you should have a baby hook.
Yeah.
At minimum, you should have a baby hook because you got an 8-foot reach. So why you don't have no baby hook?
For whatever reason, from that distance, he don't trust himself.
It's the work. The work. To me, this is just to me, Lloyd. The work makes you shoot the shots that you know you can make because you put the work in. I mean, if I'm wrong, y'all tell me I'm wrong.
No, I mean, I feel like you're right. I feel like maybe he's shooting too many threes and he's comfortable with the three. But like you said, around that 10, 15 feet, he didn't put in the work, so he's not going to take that shot because he don't trust it.
I don't know, and I'm with Cam. I don't understand. With both of you because you question what he did. I think, to me, there were two things that should have happened last night. Miles Turner should have taken this game to a place he never took it before. And number two, they should not have gone away. As much as I appreciate what the kid McConnell did, and he kept them in the game, bro, the real scoring threat is Benedict Mathurin. He got to get the ball, and y'all got to make him take them shots. Yeah. Drive to the basket, put pressure on the interior, and force that ball down their throat. Now, that brings me to John's question. Has their window closed? I don't think so. Because I think they still got some pieces that if they let the pieces, if they make the pieces step up and become what they can become, then they can still compete in a down Eastern Conference. Right now, and I know that's one of the questions as well, so I'm trying not to rush to the next question, but to hell with it. Let's go ahead and add question 2 and 3 in there together. Who benefits from what will most certainly be a weaker Eastern Conference? Who should go for it next season? I'm going to say the Pacers should be the number 1 team to go for it because they was just right there. And you got to do something. I just don't think you waste this year waiting on Haliburton to get healthy. I think you're a 3-and-D player, veteran 3-and-D player, away from, not even saying getting back, because I don't know if you can get back without Haliburton, but you can at least be competitive without Haliburton, and you never know what's going to happen.
I say put Mathurin in the starting lineup.
Is he ready?
I mean,
he might have to be ready whether he's ready or not.
Yeah, I mean, he probably don't have no choice at this point. I mean, you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready, but I think you want to put him in there because he has continuity already. Bringing in somebody new, that may mess up some continuity, but he's already in there. You could still have T.J. McConnell come off the bench, but I think give him a shot at least.
Okay, who you going? What'd you say, Cam? What say you? Let's talk about the. Well, let's give Ronnie some love. Ronnie been waiting his whole life to say this. Yeah, come on now, we gotta give him some love. He's been waiting his whole life to say this. Thunder up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've been getting it.
Yes, congrats for sure.
Six ways to Sunday, as they say. Okay, Pacers. What do you think their answer is?
You got to go get a rental player for a year.
I agree. That's exactly what I said. Yeah, put him in the lineup or make him a part of the starting 6. I don't disagree with putting Benedict Mathurin into the lineup and going with the youth and seeing if you can build some continuity that way. But I would go get a veteran to see if we can still stay relevant. Now, chances are, I was just going to say, chances are you probably won't make the conference finals next year without Haliburton. But you never know. You never know. But now let's talk about who will make it, who will make the conference final. Who benefits the most from a weaker Eastern Conference? To me, it's 3 teams or 2 teams. Well, 1 team actually benefits the most right now as currently constructed. That's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They sit in the driver's seat.
For sure.
They have no excuse not to make it to the conference finals next year. None.
For sure.
As long as they're healthy, they should be there. But the problem is there's a couple of carrots dangling outside there that could influence the entire thing. And there's 2 teams, I think, that need to make a move in July, no later than July. The Knicks and the Heat got to fight it out for Giannis. And the winner goes to the conference final. That's my opinion. If I'm not saying I'm saying that's what they should do. I don't know if it'll work.
Yeah.
But that's what they should do. What say you, gentlemen?
I mean, yeah, like you said, Cleveland's in the driver's seat for sure. Um, I mean, I don't know if Giannis is going anywhere. I think they would try to bring pieces in there to keep him to have him stay. So I don't think he's actually going anywhere.
You don't think Giannis is leaving?
I think they're gonna try to bring pieces in there for him to stay. What those
Okay,
pieces
I'm waiting.
are, I don't know. I can't tell you what they are, but
I'm sitting here waiting. Like, okay,
I mean,
you have me. You have my interest. Who they bringing in? Chad? Who they bringing in?
I mean, that's tough. That's tough because, I mean, you don't want him to leave if you're Milwaukee, so you have to try to figure out a deal, put some picks together, and try to find those expiring contracts that player. I mean, I don't know if you would let go of Bradley Beal in Phoenix, or if you might bring Lonzo Ball.
Does Bradley Beal get you where you want to be? If you might Milwaukee?
I mean, him and Damian Lillard kind of like the same, so I don't know if that may work.
But you're not gonna have Dame for a whole year.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, then yeah, bring Bradley Beal in.
Remember, it's 3 teams that got Achilles tears. Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, and now Tyrese Haliburton.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So,
I mean, yeah, like you said, rent him for the time being. Take that contract and see what you can do with Bradley Beal and Giannis, and some other complementary pieces. But I mean, you don't want him to leave, but I mean, you try to bring pieces to make sure that you know that y'all actually trying to compete. So I mean, but if it works, I don't know.
Okay, Cam, what you thinking?
I think I told y'all I think I gave y'all the answer last year. I told you who's going to be in the finals. Told you who's going to be in the finals this year, but Boston didn't make it. But the team I picked won it, and he won the MVP of the regular season. So if you guys want me to give you the answer right now, I can give you that for next year. Who does benefit?
We would love the answer. We would love the answer.
You had the answer right in the 2 teams that you named a while ago, and one of those teams, at least you had the state right. You said Miami, but it's the wrong city in the state of Florida. I said it first. I'm telling you right now. Orlando is going to be great next year. I'm telling you.
I'm waiting to hear this explanation.
Okay. So who beat them in the playoffs? Was it the Knicks? Was it the Knicks that beat Orlando in the first round?
Somebody beat them 4-0, didn't they? Was it Cleveland?
Might have been Cleveland.
The thing I remember the most about the Orlando series is that Paolo was probably the best player in that series.
The Celtics. Celtics beat them 4-1.
The Celtics. If you look at the stats, you look at the games, and you look at the stats, Paolo was the best player. I mean, across the board, consistent fourth quarter, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no crazy blowout. I think it was one blowout in that series. Not even a blowout, actually. But the main thing is that Orlando could not make a jump shot to save them life. Caldwell Pope could not shoot to save their life. At some point, they had to take. He couldn't shoot. It was so bad. They couldn't even use his defense. They had to pull him off the court. They had to put the kid in from Duncanville.
Right.
Bane opens up every single scoring ability for his team. They got Bane. I was thinking, man, they need to go spend the money and get Bradley Beal. But they got Bane, who I think is better than Bradley Beal because he's available. And so now, Paolo being the best player on that team, Wagner, the second best player who plays just like Paolo, these boys got engines. They go.
It is Wagner. Don't mess up. Shaquille O'Neal has taught us it's the Wagner boys.
and we had him
I had
on
the
our
best
team. And, Lakers had one on our team.
We did.
And his brother would be back. And they have a team, and Suggs is gonna be back. Okay.
Yeah.
So
they'll be healthy. They'll definitely be healthy.
and then they got Carter, Wendell Carter, like,
Yeah.
and then they got Isaac coming off the bench, and then they got the kid from Duncanville coming off the bench, like, and these people are like two-way players, like good defensive players, like. I'm telling you now, that's the team to watch because like the OKC Thunder, like the previous 2 years, I'm telling y'all about, the Lakers are going to play, LeBron's going to play so many games, AD's going to play so many games, so-and-so going to take some games off, they're going to take some games off, they win 45 games, 50 games, good season, San Antonio style, let's make the playoffs. OKC going to win every game.
It's not unreasonable to think that Orlando's going to be the number 2 or number 1 team in the conference. I completely agree with that.
They're going to bring it every game.
But they have to because they're trying to build continuity, and they've never played together. So I don't disagree with that part. Will they have enough to get to the finish line?
Does Detroit get better?
100%.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they get Ivy back too.
100%. Yeah,
they get
100%.
So what did Orlando finish?
41-41.
No. Seeding 7.
Oh, 7 seed. Yeah,
I'm calling 4 seed or better.
4 seed or better. I can get on board with that
because they're going to play. They're not going to take any nights off like OKC. They don't take nights off. They're young.
Well, not only that, I think that the Eastern Conference won't be the teams that were dominant in the Eastern Conference the last 2 years won't be there this year. Though the Celtics are going to fall back
by default.
The Bucks are going The Bucks are going to fall back.
Default,
Indiana is going to take a minute to find their footing. So that's 3 teams right there that are going to fall back. So who benefits from that the most? The Cleveland Cavaliers will have continuity. The Knicks they'll probably get off to a great start.
Yeah.
The Cavs, the Knicks will probably get off to a great start. I would say the Magic are going to get off to a great start. So I think you're right in that. I think the teams I think the Pistons will probably get off to a great start. Because they come in with continuity, and that matters.
Yeah.
They don't have to they don't have to find and work through the learning curve. They're going to get in and do what they do, and it's going to make it work. What is this here? LeBaron Burton. Shout out to Mr. Popcorn World, LeBaron Burton. Thunder got a lucky break because they should have blown Indiana out when Haliburton got hurt. I don't know if they got a lucky break because with or without Haliburton, I think the Pacers proved that they were there. But the Thunder always had the best 2 players on the court the entire playoffs, the entire finals. Like SGA and Jalen Williams are really, really good. So I'm not gonna say they got a break in the sense of, if you mean break in the sense of Haliburton had Haliburton stayed healthy, they would not have won, then I might be able to.
I think that's probably what he
is. That what he meant? Okay, I'm sorry. I misinterpreted what you meant. So maybe in that regard, maybe. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll never know. But I'll say this. It worked out very well for the Thunder. It worked out very well. What do y'all think about my theory that if the Knicks and Heat don't get Giannis, then they probably won't be in the mix?
What do you mean by in the mix, though? In the top 4 or 5, 6?
I don't know if they can. I don't know. I think I agree with Cam in that the Pacers are going to be, not the Pacers, the Magic are going to be better. I think the Pistons are going to be better. I think Cleveland is going to be really, really good next year. I think they got to be the betting favorite coming out of the East. I haven't seen the odds, but surely Cleveland has to be the betting favorite coming out of the East, right?
I would think so.
So with that being said, where does that put the Knicks without a trade as currently constructed? Where does that put the Knicks?
This whole thing is a mess.
I mean, they'll be over Boston, so that and then they'll be over Indiana.
Do we know that?
I think so.
I think that we know that they're going to be. They should be over Boston. I don't know about the Indiana thing.
Why would if they be over Boston? Why wouldn't they be over Indiana?
I mean, you
Because
still got
Boston wasn't even over Indiana, and they were. I mean, not Boston. The Knicks, Boston wasn't even over the Knicks, and Boston had everybody there before Jason got healthy. They remember, people forget they were down 2-0 in that series. The Knicks took both their home games off of Boston. It was not a lock that Boston was going to come back and catch them in that series. Now, were they capable of doing that? Yes, but they hadn't shown that they could do that.
Well, I think with Tatumless Celtics, and depending on if New York does anything other than not miss on Giannis, I think you still have to put them up there though.
So if they do nothing, if they stand pat, you still got the Knicks where?
I mean, I'm just saying if they don't get Giannis, but they still.
I got you. I'm asking you, if they don't get Giannis, where do you have them listed at?
Third or fourth.
Third or fourth? Okay.
Probably fourth, because like you said, Orlando may be taking that spot. So probably at least top 5.
Orlando to me is the most interesting. I'll be honest with you. They are the most interesting to me because the Bane thing could be big.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be. There's something about that kid that I just really, 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 really like. And I think he could stabilize a lot of things. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens with that kid. Is Scary Terry on the trade block? Probably.
I would say
probably. So. But what's interesting about him is that he could be, while he doesn't work in Miami as well as I thought he would, I actually like him somewhere else as somebody's backup point guard. A lot. Actually, I like him a lot.
Need backup point guards.
A lot of people need backup point guards, and so I like him as somebody's backup point guard. So that will be interesting to me. What happens with Scary Terry? But I think everything. If you're the Knicks or the Heat, because it's curious to me that neither one of those teams, and Cam, you'll be interested in this. It's curious to me that neither one of those teams decided to go after KD. They decided not to go after KD. Even after KD said, I would mind being a member of the Heat. They was like, nah, we good.
Yeah, because Miami didn't want to put Ware in a deal. And I don't blame them. It's their future center. I don't blame them.
No, I don't blame them either. I think Phoenix was being wildly unreasonable. And by the way, as we head to question 4, what do you guys think about the KD trade?
I'm curious.
I mean,
okay, so your word is curious.
No, I'm curious what y'all gonna say.
Oh,
I mean, they.
Let's deal with the trade. Let's deal with the trade first, and then we'll deal with the word we want to use. Go ahead, Chad.
Well, they didn't have to give up Amen Thompson, which is good. They didn't have to give.
They had to give up who?
Thompson. Amen Thompson.
There was no way they was getting Thompson. If Phoenix ever thought they was getting Thompson, they should put that weed down now. Because that's really messing with their mind.
Jalen Green, he's on a bad contract, and he didn't play. He wasn't worth anything in the playoffs. So we always thought. Well, at least I thought he was going to be shipped anyway.
Right.
Dylan Brooks, he's a good defender, but all that other stuff, you can let that go. But I mean, KD is probably a 2-year rental. He can get there, make shots, play with Van Fleet, and hopefully Jabari Smith can learn some stuff from him so he can take his game to the next level. But I don't know necessarily where that puts him in the West, though. Because like we said, KD's health has not been the most consistent, so you don't even know how long you're going to have him during the season. So, I mean, you offloaded some contracts, but you just don't know. It's based off KD's health, really, and how available he's going to be.
So I already know what Cam's going to say. Cam loves this trade. For me, I think you put a lot of pressure on a lot of people in a you better be right situation. And that's okay if that's what y'all want. If that's what your culture you want right now for this young team, then that's what you want. You better be right. Because here's what people don't understand about second round picks. Second round picks are supposed to be like your lucky safety net. That's the second round pick is where your scouts really make their money. Because first round picks are what they are. They're as good as they're going to be. And normally your first round pick is not going to be horrible. May not be franchise changing, but it may not be. Most of the times it's not horrible. Most of the time. But your second round pick is where you make your money. Because if you can steal a great player in the second round, i.e. Draymond Green, i.e. Nikola Jokic, i.e. you know what I'm saying, guys like that who were projected to be second rounders and ended up being should have been picked 1 overall talent, that's where you make your money as a scout, right? So to give up 5 of those puts a lot of pressure on your scouting department, because now for the next 5 years, every single one of your first round, well, next 4 years, because you gave up this year's pick, for the next 4 years, every single one of your first round picks got to be right. Ain't no guessing at all. You got to be right. Or you got to have a substantial enough plan on what you're going to do with that first round pick to get something that is quality back into your building. So it's a risky, because I saw somebody say Houston got fleeced. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's a fleecing, but they damn sure risked a lot. They for sure risked a lot. 5 2s and a 1. That's a lot to me. That's a lot. So it ain't a lot if it works. If you win the next 2 years, then it was all worth it, I guess. But do y'all think this made them better? Cam does. Cam thinks it makes them better. I think this made them, if everybody takes the next step, their starting 5 is as good as anybody else's starting 5 in the West.
I mean, better would be from a 2 seed to a 1 seed. So can they be the 1 seed?
Not necessarily.
Sure, they could.
So they could beat out Oklahoma City as the 1 seed.
Not necessarily.
They could.
Yeah, but for like he just said, this it's not about the seeding when it comes to this trade, and because at the end of the day, let's look at the teams that's in the West. You tell me if you thought that Houston was the second best team in the West.
Not at all.
Okay, so here they are. They made a move based off knowing that there's at least 4 or 5 other teams really that's better than us.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Redo the entire playoff shuffle and people are not hurt and all that stuff. Minnesota's the top 3 seed, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, so I can't go by the seeds. I can't go by that. Not alone. Yeah. And Jalen Green was a no-call, no-show in the entire playoffs. In the biggest moment when it counts, especially for him in this stage of his career. Like, we don't even know. He's getting paid like he's the best player on the Rockets. And he played like he was the 3rd best player on the Rockets. Van Fleet was better than he was. The Seguin, whatever his name is.
Seguin, yeah. Albert Seguin, yeah.
Like so you paid this guy, and that ain't Imoka, whatever his name is. He know that is not the answer. So if you got a chance to keep that same team together and put a KD with that team, with that roster, with those youngsters, I'm doing it. Now, let's talk about the trade. Okay, you gave those picks up, but let's talk about the players that you gave up. Who they give up the players? Who they give up?
Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and I forgot who the 3rd player was.
Dylan Brooks is the biggest fraud in basketball. he plays okay defense. He ain't no defender. He ain't no first team, second team, third team, all NBA. Brooks is not that. He's all talk. He's a bully. Like, he's a wannabe.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't feel like they just necessarily lost when they got rid of him. And you're basically in this trade, you're basically swapping out KD for Green. I'm doing it.
Yes, 100%, 100%,
I'm doing it. 100%.
100%.
He said fleece. He said fleece. I believe it was a fleece. I believe the Phoenix got fleece. That's what I believe.
I'm gonna say this because I don't disagree that he's not as great as a defender as it appears that he is. But here's what he is. His willingness to do some of the dirty work is what probably makes Amen Thompson a great defender. Because now Amen Thompson can go on ball knowing that at least Dylan is going to be a bully and roughhouse and all that stuff, all the foolish stuff he does on the other side. Now, Amen can truly focus on that best player and make it tough for them to score. So, without now, who does that for the Rockets now? Who has his defensive back now for the Rockets?
I just don't feel the same way. I feel like he's that dude regardless of Brooks being there.
Well, we're going to find out.
100%.
Apparently Houston agreed with you because they didn't try to keep Dylan Brooks. So I understand what you're saying, but when you do something like this, you better be right because it is a risky move to move a guy that, again, it's kind of like when the Clippers thought, we'll be fine defensively without Patrick Beverly. Well, they haven't been. And not that Patrick Beverly is a individual stopper, but he's such an irritant, and he does have a defensive intelligence in the sense that he can call out stuff that's going on, which is kind of what Dylan Brooks was doing. He has that level of defensive intelligence. Well, who's going to step up for that? John says it's Adams, but Adams really ain't that. He don't have that anymore. Not that. Not that. He's still a strong piece. Trust me, he's still a strong piece. He will look good in the playoff, and that's all you really need him to do. If we're being honest, we don't need him.
Maybe Seguin might take that role.
Seguin would have to step up into a deep. He would have to become the defensive equivalent of Chet Holmgren. He would have to for this to really truly work. Their defense got to step up. Otherwise, your new strategy is we're gonna outscore everybody, and you counting on a 37-year-old dude to help you outscore everybody. I don't know if that's a great strategy, but we'll see. So your word for the trade is what, Cam?
I like it.
KD trade makes the Rockets. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. It makes them better.
Better. Okay. All right. Chad, what'd you say?
Make them different. Makes them different.
Makes them different. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with makes the Rockets
Competitive.
True contenders. I'll say true contenders because they will have one of the best starting fives in the West by far.
Mm-hmm.
By far. And I think it'll make them top 4 for sure. Now, can that trend? Is it enough to beat OKC? It's too early to say that right now. But they definitely got better. They definitely got better. It makes them contenders. So okay. So who else is making that trade before the deadline? That's the question. Who's making that trade before the draft? I mean deadline. I'm sorry. Who's making that trade before the draft? Is there another big trade before the draft? Because we know Cooper Flag is going first. Is San Antonio sold on Ace Bailey or Harper? And is there any other players that we're not thinking about in the draft that somebody wants to come up for? Or are we just leveraging the draft pick so that you can get a player away from a team that you need? Who else makes that trade? Is there going to be another big trade before the draft? I got to hear this, Cam. You got to give it to me, man.
I feel a splash coming on. A big trade.
Okay, talk to us.
because when it happened, the way your season ended, and because you have no choice but to relinquish some of your salary cap.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown gonna be moved before Thursday.
I think so too. I don't know. And here's what's crazy. That's crazy that we having the same thought. But here's what I think is about to happen. And this is crazy to think this, but it's the truth. I think it's the truth anyway. I think they're gonna break the whole damn thing up. I think Jalen's out. I think Derek White is out. And I think Giroux's out. Which is crazy to me. That that's close, that they were champions last year.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. It's a new ownership group. And they didn't sign these contracts. And they've already got the credit with the fans and the injury with Tatum that buys them a year no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why not, if you're gonna break it up,
right now,
this is the moment to do it. So I've been thinking, it's funny that, did we talk about this? I don't think we talked about this. Crazy that we are landed on the same place.
Well, I said Brown probably a couple shows ago. I said Brown a couple shows.
Well, you said Brown, yeah, but you said Brown to Phoenix. Don't do that. Don't do that. You said Brown to Phoenix, sir.
I mean, he was gonna get traded. That is regardless. But
I think
Porzingis? Is he going? Is he gone?
I would, because you can't listen. My number one thing is availability over everything, and he ain't ever available.
Yeah.
And are you really about to go into next season believing that he's going to be a linchpin to another playoff run, which he didn't? How many games did he actually play this past season? 30? Was it more than 30? It couldn't have been more than 30.
You might be pushing it, bro.
30 was pushing it, I think.
I can't remember. He didn't. Actually, the year before, yes. Last year, I don't know if he missed.
Last year, he did not play. No, he missed a ton of games this past year. Last year, he did much better. The title run year, he did much better. But this year, I think he missed like 2 or 3 months at a time.
I didn't think he did good the title year.
Played
Maybe
42 games.
Okay, so he missed half. He missed right at half.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you really want to go with that for next year? So I think I'm on board, Cam. I'll buy the snacks for this car ride because I think the Celtics' new ownership, and that's what everybody has to remember. There's a new ownership there. They've already got the ring in the cases and the trophy shining in the back. So they ain't got to do nothing for next year. And they know they're not going to win without Jason. So why not bust up the thing right now, get one of them $300 million salaries out the building and run for next year. Run for next, and when I say next year, I mean 26, 27. 25, 26, don't be mucking around with that. Just move on. You know. I agree with you, Cam. I do. I really do.
So where do y'all think he could get traded to? Because I got the perfect place for that. I got something that really makes sense. I mean, I've been thinking about it. I got something that really makes sense. And it's not a contender. But I got something that really makes sense.
It's not a contender?
No, it's not a contender.
Well, now you got my interest. What, who would you say?
For both teams. Because I think Jaylen Brown needs his own team now. I mean, think about it. He got a championship and he's the final MVP. I think he needs his own team now.
Okay.
It's a team out there that's ready to build right now.
Okay.
It's a team of not an owner, but a GM that he has relationship with right now.
That he has a relationship with.
Yeah, I already know. Yep.
You think he'd be willing to do that?
Yeah. Yep.
But he's so pro-black.
Yeah, but we talking about basketball and we talking about
money. He black fist. I don't know if he want to go into that environment because that ain't no black fist.
But that money green though. Money still green.
I mean, he's paid. So
he gonna get his money. He gonna get his money wherever he go.
That's what I say. So he's paid now, right? But that team can build a team around him now. That they can build one, and they can offload money and take his money. It would be good for Boston too.
Let me say this for those
Boston might could get marketing. It may make
I was
sense.
gonna say for those who don't know who we're talking about the Utah Jazz.
It makes sense.
It does make sense for Boston because they can get a bunch of them picks. Let me take some of the picks off of Playboy. Let me play some of the picks off of your Playboy.
Yeah, that's what the draft capital is for, the picks, because y'all getting this kind of a contract.
It does make sense for Boston to do it for sure, 100%.
Or you can pair him with a marketing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it makes sense. I'm telling you, you can give up. Hey, you can give up Holiday contract or what's his name, White, and I ain't talking about to that trade, but something else because you can
right
because you can get a Colin Sexton. Like it all makes sense. Like
it does
for both teams.
It does. It actually does. I kind of, from a capital perspective and from a relationship perspective, because Danny and what's the name of boys? The GM who was the coach. Brad Stevens. This his boy. Yeah. So from that perspective, it absolutely makes sense. And it gives Boston capital that they did not have. I like it. I'm here for it. I can get on board with that. I get on board with that.
I think it's listen.
I'm not sure Jalen's gonna like it at all.
I think Jalen is the type. I think he's the type. Listen, we don't know of friction of this team. We don't know of that. But it's got to be something to say. I won the Finals MVP. Tatum gets all the credit. Everybody talks about Tatum. Tatum is the first team All NBA the last 3-4 years. Like,
I'm doing the heavy lifting.
But isn't Dwayne Wade associated with the organization? So I think
Wade is associated with Utah. He was.
I think he can talk.
I'm not talking about the organization. I'm talking about the city.
I mean,
right. But I just think
we had no good situations up there.
Man, you could say that about a lot of cities, man.
But they love Malone though.
Hold on, you can say that about Boston.
and many have said that about Boston. So
I just think it's a perfect opportunity for them to have his own team,
agree.
And he's featured on that team. That helps out marketing and whoever else they have. Kessler is still probably going to be moved. But you got a good 1-2 punch right there with them two.
They would learn to love him there. Honestly,
we do know
Utah.
that 4 years ago. What is it? 3 years ago? 4 years ago? The Utah was making a nice little run. They played the Mavs.
They were number one. They were number one in the conference with Donovan Mitchell. They were number one.
All right.
So I don't hate that. I think that makes sense to me too. And maybe that's been Danny Ainge's plan all along. At some point, I'm gonna split these brothers up, and one of them coming with me.
Yeah,
I just think it's a good look. That's all.
But what if? There's another scenario. But what if
they got to give the money up too? Boston got to need some money.
100%. But what if though? What if Boston says we won't give you the one that's healthy, but we'll give you the one that's hurt?
Oh no!
What if you was really a Clipper fan?
You know what? Fantasies happen every day, B. Fantasies happen every day, B.
So what you trying to tell me? So what you trying to tell me, Lord, is that Luka got traded?
Luka got traded, brother. Right before I laid my head to the pillow.
And so anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yeah. Okay, so but I do like that trade. I like that trade a lot. What was you gonna say, Chad?
What about since this player probably gonna be getting out of there in the next couple of years?
Who, Morant?
Trading Lonzo Ball for Mike Conley. Lonzo Ball going to Minnesota.
It's a horrible trade for Minnesota, but I get it.
Is it? Because now, today, who's the better pure point guard?
Excuse me. For whoever's getting Mike Conley is what I meant. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
That'd be Chicago, right? So.
But where's Chicago going? What is their plan?
They finna pay Giddey.
Okay.
Giddey's gonna get $30 million a season.
And the other kid that Shaq signed to Adidas, he's gonna get.
Yeah.
No, the little 6'10" kid. Yeah.
Center.
The boy that was in the D League. My God.
Yeah. He's gonna get his money though. He gonna get his money though.
Oh,
Zellick
that boy dropped 40 on us.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, they building something. I just don't know what it is yet, but they gonna build something.
And then Kobe White turned up last year. So
Kobe White turned up. They, like I said, they building something. I just don't know what it is, but they working on something.
Let's see if they're gonna keep Vucevic or not.
I know what they missing piece is over there.
I feel like Vucevic is a lock, considering that they got rid of everybody else.
Yes.
So you got to keep some adults in the room, which is why the Mike Conley thing makes sense. You put a veteran point guard in the room to school these other young guys, and now all of a sudden you might. I'm not saying you're gonna make a run no time soon, but
no.
But do you really want to be the one to pay Lonzo Ball his second contract, or do you want to let somebody else do that? Yeah. If you're Chicago, you probably want to let somebody else do that. So
Chicago might get their hometown kid back in you know. They got somebody in Dallas right now that's from Chicago.
It'd be fun to see Anthony and Lonzo playing together. That'd be
interesting. Raptors gonna shop RJ Barrett. You just got him though.
And he's from Toronto, from Canada.
And it worked. Like it actually worked. Him and Ingram kind of worked together.
Yeah,
so
he's not the problem.
They are shopping him though.
Are they really?
They're going to hear offers of what they can give for him. They are. I've read it. I
don't know if I'd do that if I was them. I get it because it's hard to get anything to come to Toronto. But see, here's the problem. Here's the real problem. Can Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram coexist? Like, aren't they the same player essentially? So don't you have to get rid of one of them?
You would think so.
I'd get rid of one of them before I got rid of RJ Barrett. Because they both need the ball. It ain't but one ball.
Yeah, and they virtually play the same position, though.
They virtually play the same position and do the exact same things.
Yeah.
So I would get rid of one of them before I got rid of RJ Barrett, I think. But I don't know. I'm not sure what Masai is doing up there with that. So that's a little weird. LeBaron said they don't want Conley. Tough. No, I'm just playing. I was just kidding.
He's Chicago? Is that what that is?
He's Chicago for sure.
Do he want
that's why he throwing all this Luka hate to it, talking about we can't win with Luka. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing.
All right. But do he want AD to go back to Chicago where you're from? Oh, okay.
You know, Chicago fans are really funny because nothing will ever be greater than Michael Jordan in their minds.
Cool.
Right. Nothing will ever be greater than Michael Jordan except for Derrick Rose. But if we offered Luka tonight, they would call. They'd send the moving truck. So let's stop playing. All right. So we think the Celtics is gonna make a move. You said Minnesota is probably gonna make a move. Probably. Anybody else that we think might make a move? I
don't think the Lakers are gonna make a move.
Not before the draft. Not before the draft.
We don't have a pick that affects this draft. No way.
Right. There's not a move before the draft that they can make that is significant. But I do think the Lakers,
unless the team do want to do that to know what they have. If a Dalton Kennett or a Rui Hachimura, they want to know what they got before the draft. Possibility.
Yeah, I don't think Dalton Kennett is going to be in LA for too much longer.
No. His days are over.
Yeah.
I don't even think I think they just gave him his old apartment back and was like, just stay here until further notice.
He on month to month.
He on that month to month.
I don't know where Dalton Kennett is from.
Just sit tight until we call you.
I'm curious.
Where's he from originally?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Let's find out, shall we? Dalton Kennett is from. Well, he played ball he started in North Carolina. Oh, Fargo, North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Oh Lord.
Ain't that close to Utah?
He grew up in Colorado.
That's definitely close to Utah.
Where Denver plays. I can see him in Colorado. I can see him and Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves and
I ain't gonna hold you.
Pick and I swap pick and all of this stuff over there.
I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm not opposed to a Michael Porter swap.
No, we're not even talking about it. We're talking about bigger things. The Dodgers ballers. We're talking about a lot of big things.
Listen. I know where we are now.
Okay.
It's a different day. The Wicked Witch is dead. It's a different day.
And for the people listening, let me stop it. I want y'all to think I'm being biased. But it came out today to say that he may not be signing an extension too.
Who? Luka?
The dude in Colorado.
Oh, don't hold on. Wait a minute.
So you got rid of your coach, you got rid of your GM, and your best player is saying that he may not sign an extension now. What is he waiting on? Why would he wait?
Don't do this. The NBA, y'all don't do this now. Don't do this.
Well, let's not talk about basketball then. Let's not talk about
because I'm just okay. Hold on. They need a warning. Just sit tight for a second, fellas. Y'all listen to me. NBA, y'all listen to me. Now we done already pulled off the coup of the year. Don't let us do it again. Because if we do it again, y'all not gonna see another championship until 2039.
Yeah, that'd be.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna send that to you.
That would be.
Wait a minute, Cam. You don't tease me with a good time, Cam. Listen, you said we going to get the lemon pepper wings, and now you trying. I don't know what you're trying to do right now.
I'm just going by what I read. That has nothing to do with the Lakers. I'm just saying that means something though. Don't that mean something though?
It always does. It always does.
And for those who want to be biased, well, let's not talk about basketball.
Let me explain what it means because they don't understand.
Normally
when a player does not sign his extension with the team that he originally came in with, he's sending the team that he is currently signed to a very clear message. I want to understand what your plans are for this team and my future.
Mm-hmm.
And that hidden message is hidden under another message in that I'm not really comfortable with where we are or where I think we're headed. And you should probably decide to do something with me.
They got some good horse racing in L.A. They got good,
phenomenal horse racing in L.A. It's a great.
He love horse racing. So.
It's a great horse racing town. It's a great horse racing town. Isn't he friends? Isn't he friends with?
Yeah, one of your best friends.
Isn't he friends with one of his best friends works? Yeah. That's interesting. To be continued, though. To be continued. Listen, all of that's not happening before Wednesday, though. So we can just let that go. But when is the open free agency and trade deadline?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this again. Luka got traded.
When is the free agency start? Is what I want to know. When does it start?
And it normally the first week in July.
It's the first week in July. Is that what's happening? That's next week?
Usually.
Oh my.
Around July 4th, you know.
Oh my. Who owns the Lakers now? Jenny Buss. First of all, Jenny Buss is not the Buss family. They own the Lakers. They're not going to do that.
They don't own the Lakers no more.
Oh, they don't own the Lakers no more?
Mm-mm.
Oh man. we should probably move on to see. y'all don't want us talking about this. Y'all don't want us talking about this. Oh my goodness. Okay, before we get to the final Pelicans finally move on from Zion. Yes, it's over. I believe it was that prophetic and powerful praise and worship song. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
I think his value dropped though on and off the court, so I think it's gonna be hard.
Absolutely, but also they're trying to find a place they can send him for sure.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Now
it's hard. I'm not saying they're gonna find it, Chad, but I guarantee you Joe Dumars is on the phone right now.
Oh yeah, of course.
He'd love to do this before Wednesday, but it's not gonna happen.
No.
That dude got a lot of problems, man. He got a lot of problems going on and off the court.
He can be on the phone all night.
And most of his problems are off the court. His problem is two rooms. And I believe it was the great prophet James Earl Jones that talked about this. He said it's the kitchen and the bedroom, Florida. This kitchen and the bedroom. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Let's just move on. We know who the kitchen and the bedroom, Florida. Okay. That's his problem. Y'all know that's his problem. That's what he's challenged with.
You're right.
Those two rooms have been hell to Zion. They have rained down fire on his life.
When you're right, you're right.
I'm just saying, it's been tough. The kitchen and the bedroom is kicking his ass. Okay. Let's go to
Oh my goodness.
We know who's number one. We're pretty confident in who's number one. Cooper Flag is going to be number one in the draft. Should it be Harper? Should it be Edgecombe from Baylor? Or should it be Ace Bailey? And now I'm starting to hear some your boy from Duke, Knuppel. Is it Knuppel? What's the last name? Knipple. I'm starting to hear his name. I'm starting to hear the Ace is dropping because he won't go work out nowhere.
Oh, wow. Who's advising him on that, boy?
I don't know.
Deion Sanders.
You know what? That was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. The kitchen and the bedroom. This show is off the rails tonight. It is off the rails tonight. Look, LeBaron stepped away and knew exactly who we was talking about when he walked back in.
Man.
Ace Bailey is really dropping, y'all. Like, he just turned down a couple of workouts. I'm like, fam, you ain't that dude.
Man.
Like, you good, but you're not like that. You're not that. Or maybe he is.
People give him bad advice, man. That's
right now. The current mock draft on ESPN has Ace Bailey out of the top 3. All year long, he's been top 3 pick, top 2 pick. And now they saying, nah, they don't want to deal with teams don't want to deal with his attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I'll deal with his attitude, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I would just.
New Orleans
you have to figure it out, young man.
New Orleans dealing with weight, so they'll probably deal with attitude too.
You know what? What is going on tonight? What is happening tonight? They're dealing with weight. What is?
They dealing with a guy with weight problems, man.
You got a weight problem. Can't wait to eat.
Oh man.
Shout out to the great Robert Harris. Rest in peace, Robert Harris. Man. So it's Harper. Harper's gonna be number 2, it looks like.
I think so.
So then that makes Castle available. Right? You don't need 2 guards.
Yes, it makes him very available. Yes, 100%.
So they gonna trade the rookie of the year?
That's crazy.
Shit, I think he better than Castle.
Ooh.
And I know he's a better defender than Castle, but I think he's an overall better player than Castle.
He's definitely a better defender. I think you're right about that.
Trade Castle because you still can get some quality stuff for him.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year. So Harper, you think it's gonna be Harper and Fox in the backcourt with Wembanyama anchoring the
No,
the 5.
I don't.
Who you think it's gonna be?
I don't know. I think the Spurs. I think the Spurs gonna get a haul for that 2nd pick.
Y'all not gonna like where I'm going with this. Ooh, y'all not gonna like where I'm going with this.
The team you got to watch up moving in the draft is Utah because they got so many picks.
They got a lot of stuff going on. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say, and you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, and it's all your fault.
I hope it ain't the Thunder. Jesus.
No, this is all your fault. What I'm going to say.
Me?
Yes, there is a team that should make this trade.
Yeah.
Make a trade for the 2nd pick.
Yeah. Or trade. Yeah. Why not? If you try to dump salary and get a little younger and dump a little salary, why not? You're not gonna win next year anyway, right? That's what we just said, right?
Oh my damn. Jaylen Brown, small forward.
Yeah.
Luka got traded.
No, that makes sense. For the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah. Yeah.
hell, I'll be for you if that's what you really need to feel better about yourself.
They'll be in the
If
mix.
that's what you need,
You know who else can go get that pick? The Brooklyn Nets, because they got 4 first-round picks.
Jeez.
I actually don't hate that. If you're the Brooklyn Nets, I don't hate that. Why not go get a centerpiece like Jaylen Brown, who would love to stay in New York over Boston anyway? It's a much more friendlier city. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying it's a more, you know. I like that. I like that for him. I feel like Jalen should pack at this point.
Probably already. He probably
I
month
feel like
to
he should
month.
probably pack. Yeah, I feel like he should probably go that month to month. Because it might. You started this. What are you wowing for? You started this. So Fox, Harper, Jalen, and Wembanyama. Is that a top 3 team in the West?
Hold on, Fox who?
Fox, Harper. Well, they wouldn't get Harper.
Yeah,
They wouldn't get Harper.
No.
So Fox, Castle, Brown, and Wembanyama. Is that a top team in the West?
Yep. Yeah, Fox, Brown, and Wemby, yes.
That's nice right there, bro.
Yeah, that's a good.
And that's a lot of good floor spacing.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's some ridiculous floor spacing.
Reggie Love would be happy with that.
Nah.
Jaylen Brown ain't never seen no lanes like this before. He's always had to create his lane. And you got pick and rolls with Wembanyama. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
They would have to give up Castle, though, in that trade.
Bye.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I would, too. Bye. No,
Did I say that too fast? I probably said that too fast, didn't I?
Yeah, it came
Bye.
out. Yeah. Yeah.
I do that deal. I would do that deal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We got to give it up.
So Harper might be number 2 just because of something crazy gonna go. So we all sound like we all predicting number 2 is gonna be where the draft is gonna start.
Facts.
If I'm the 76ers to that number 2 pick. For what?
You don't even know what the makeup of your team is.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd do that. If I don't know I don't know what the health of my team is. I don't know nothing. I'm stuck. They stuck for a minute till they figure out what they are. They don't know what they are yet.
But they don't need backcourt.
They don't need backcourt. They got Maxey. That's
and McCain from Duke.
Yeah, they don't need that right now.
And the boy they got from the Mavericks. They was scoring 26 points a game.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I think they're.
Who?
What's the guy name that they traded? They got from the Mavericks for nothing, and he went over there. Prosper. What's his name? Prosper.
You would ask that.
No, I think he's still with the Mavericks.
They traded somebody. You're right. I think you're right about that.
Bro, he was averaging like 24, 25 points a game.
You're talking about.
They got him for nothing. They traded Caleb Martin over there for him, I think.
Grimes.
Grimes.
Quentin Grimes. Yeah, Grimes.
He got traded and went off. Yeah.
So they got Grimes, McCain, and Maxey over there.
Yeah, they got a solid pieces. I think they need to just chill.
They got to figure out what's going on with Embiid. It's simple.
That's all it is. And then find a sucker. I mean, a team for Paul George.
Oh man.
Sucker born every minute, brother. Sucker born every minute.
You may need to go
ask Nico about that.
Listen, that wasn't necessary. Nico, you are a fine human being. God bless you. You keep doing what you're doing, young man. Love you, sir. All right, let's jump to the final 5 questions. We got a new thing called Final 5 Questions. The final 5 questions. We're going to start with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Are getting a 400% raise.
I got one thought about that.
Okay, talk to me.
They getting a 400% raise, but Michael Parsons can't get nothing.
But his negotiations ain't going well. Make that make sense? Make that make sense, Jerry.
You need to stand on business like they doing.
What did they do? What did they do that Michael Parsons ain't doing that he can't get his money? Because he's clearly his negotiations suck.
They shaking it fast. Don't they watching themselves?
Watch yourself.
Yeah.
Show me what you're working with.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, from $15 to $75, that's a big jump. That's a big jump.
So they moving to $75 an hour.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
A lot of them had 2 or 3 jobs, teachers, doctors. Yeah, so.
It's the Jerry Jones thing to do. It's okay.
It is. Yeah. But he make Dak wait all season. All off season.
It's what those franchises do. I mean, it was the Laker girls, like, you know what I mean? That's what these big franchises do. So
Michael Parsons ain't gonna get his money until 15 minutes before the start of the first game.
Man,
they're gonna run in right before the start of the first game. Michael gonna be sitting at his locker in street clothes, and they're gonna say, "Sign this and put your jersey on."
Well, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
All right, question number 2. Are y'all surprised at how fast these NBA congratulation commercials are done? I am.
No.
That damn. Them commercials be done 2-3 weeks in advance, I think.
Yeah, they got them queued up. Yeah, they got them queued up. So
yeah.
I'm talking about as soon as SGA won. Yep. He had the gold shoes around his neck, and the commercial and the Converse commercial was out.
Yeah.
I was like, doggone, get a man in 5 seconds.
If they can do the Disney with the Super Bowl, they can do that with the NBA Finals.
Oh, don't do that. Super Bowl is totally different, man. They paying $1.8 million per commercial. It's a big difference, Chad.
Nah, I'm just saying after the game, they say I'm going to blah 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 Disney World. So.
Yeah, but that's just him talking to a camera and them replaying the last 4 seconds of him talking to a camera. So I don't know, but listen, the bottom line is they be having them joints ready quick. So all right, this is gonna be a little tougher. We're going to play a game, our first game of the night called New Homes. Who's buying new homes and where? Bradley Beal. He's going to be buying a new home. Where?
Nah, he's going to go to the one he already had in Washington.
Ooh. They just re-signed Chris Middleton. What was it, 3 years, $33 million, something like that?
No, they didn't re-sign him. They didn't re-sign him. They picked up his $33 million.
They picked up his $30 million. They picked up his $33 million. Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
Go back home, man.
I don't hate Bradley Beal, Chris Middleton. I mean, they can't win nothing that way, but I don't hate it.
It's only one NBA champion, so
I think they finally found a way to not offload him, but for everybody's sake, I think he finally found his way to Miami.
Is Jordan Poole an offloadable contract?
I don't even know what they make. Probably.
Yep.
You should know what he made. Y'all signed him to it.
I mean, he don't play with us no more.
How you not know what he made? Y'all did the deal.
You gotta relax, man.
He got chin checked into a trade. So
y'all built Jordan. Y'all built Jordan Poole into the player he is today.
Yeah.
He got chin checked into a trade. So
he did. That is very true. I don't know what Washington's doing either. That don't make any sense. But okay, so y'all saying his best is just move back home.
Yeah. No. I'm saying Miami or the Pacers, something like that.
You said the Pacers I like a lot. I like a lot. That could be a nice little complimentary piece to what they're trying to get accomplished for next year. The Celtics backcourt need to buy homes where? Drew and can I give you a place that you hadn't even thought about, Cam?
I definitely think Dallas, but
he'd be a nice stopgap for Dallas. That'd be a nice little stopgap to kind of stay there until Kyrie is healthy. Mm-hmm. You don't want them playing together on the floor because a defensive liability on Kyrie's part.
I don't know how you do it, but back to Milwaukee wouldn't be bad either. The Dame is out too for a whole year.
Yeah.
I
don't know what kind of bad blood it was though. The way he left.
Yeah, he didn't leave right. They definitely didn't get him to leave right.
Also Cleveland, because they looking to move their point guard.
Not the starting point guard. You talking about the backup? Yeah.
Florida.
Cleveland.
Yes.
Garland is the starting point guard.
They offered Garland. They offered Garland for KD. They turned that down.
What?
Yeah, I sent that to you too. Yeah, they offered Garland. Yeah, for KD. I'm dead serious.
If I'm Garland, I feel a way about that.
Here,
I'm sure.
Is Garland's days in Cleveland numbered?
Yeah, they were talking about that right after they got knocked out the playoffs about moving Garland.
For what though? Like, what are you moving him for?
I don't know, but I could prove you that to you that.
Oh God, that's. I don't know if that's the right move. Y'all might be overthinking it. Y'all might be overthinking it for sure.
Drew Holiday to the Clippers.
That's it. That's only if you done with That's only if you done with James Harden.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he can move to the 2.
Drew might retire. He might be done with all this moving around. Drew done moved around quite a bit in his life. And he got his ring. He got 2 rings now.
Yeah.
So why would he want to keep moving?
It's a $32.4 million cap hit.
I just sent that to you.
Okay. If I was Drew, I might call it quits.
Huh?
I might call it quits. I done got my rings. I got my money. What am I moving for?
Yeah. Some people got
Unless
that.
I'm moving to a real contender. What am I moving for? Why am I doing this?
Yeah, I mean.
So if that's the case, you find your way in LA or Golden State, Sacramento. Like you find your way back home because he's from California.
I love him in LA, to be honest with you. If we can get him for nothing.
Good for the Clippers?
No, for us. We don't want to spend no money for it though.
You don't want to spend no money.
Just come home for the love, brother.
Oh man.
Come teach like Rondo, come teach these point guards in a backup role, and you know.
You gotta tax y'all a little bit.
No, not don't tax us in a way that's gonna hurt. Like just prick us. Just prick us.
No, we don't want him.
We might.
For the money you're getting paid, our money, our most.
Is he better? Is he a better option than Gabe?
Yes.
Okay, then that's all I'm saying. He can have.
No, you don't put nothing in front of us getting a center. That's where it starts. So we can't get.
Well, hold on. I ain't say do it early. Solve all your other problems first. Then, if that's got some money left over, then you know. So I like Drew.
Give him the leftover money. With the disrespect, give him the leftover.
Listen, the last time we gave a point guard leftover money, it was Rondo, and it worked out very well for us. But I heard something else that the Lakers might go after this, and this was a little more startling.
You count?
I'm hearing some Derek White news for Dalton Connect.
That don't hurt.
If that's it, yeah.
That don't hurt.
No, don't do that. Nope.
Why? Why would you not do that?
Because Derek White's getting paid too. Our money needs to go to the center, to front court. That's why we need.
You keep acting. Hold on. You're thinking like a Jenny Bus owned. You're thinking like a Bus owned franchise.
I'm not doing that.
We in high cotton now, baby. We got money to spend, baby.
I answer. The 3 players we need may be a good deal to the Utah Jazz. It could be.
But we're not gonna get all of them. We gotta spread a little money around.
All of who?
All them Jazz players that you're trying to get.
They make sense, but okay.
They do make sense, but we're not gonna get them all.
And I ain't talking about marketing.
Hey man, don't do that, John Suggs. We rebuke you, John Suggs, right now. We rebuke you. Al Horford, stop all that. I like Derek White. I like Derek White, bro.
Hey, says the man that got Taj Gibson on his team. Let me stop.
That escalated
I like
quickly.
Chicago people. I like
that escalated
All right,
quickly. I did not see that coming at all. I like Derek White on the Laker uniform. I like that a lot, and that worked out for us too. The last time we brought a Celtic over in a Lake and put him in a Laker uniform, it worked out very well. I'm just saying. All right, we gotta keep moving. Speaking of Utah, where would their core players be? Where they need to be buying homes at?
In LA. Kessler, John Collins, and Sexton. LA.
Why do you keep thinking that this trade is gonna go down that way? I can see one of those, but three? Daddy ain't gonna give us all three? The only way that happens is if he don't do the deal with Jalen. But if he do the deal that you're talking about,
of course.
If you do the deal you talking about, we ain't getting none of them.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Our big trade is coming from Brooklyn or it's coming from Utah.
It might be coming from Denver, based on what you just said.
Yeah, but that's more of a thing where Jokic is a free agent after next year and he can go where he wants.
But that's the problem. You can't wait till next year to have that conversation. You got to have that conversation right now. Hey man, are you seriously thinking about not resigning?
We don't have to have anything right now.
No, we don't have to do nothing. All we got to do is stand pat.
Luka is already having that conversation right now.
But what I'm saying is, all we need Jokic to do before Wednesday is say, "Hey man, I ain't coming back here after next year. So if y'all better figure something out.
Do your part. I agree. He got to do his part.
Do your part.
Yeah.
I want to go play with the homie.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna move on from that. Where should Zion buy his new house at? What's the most remote franchise that you could buy that's away from everything, like clubs?
You better go to Portland.
Late night food, restaurants.
You better go to Portland. It rains a lot.
It rains a lot in Portland.
He gonna be eating that fresh fish off the lake.
Let me say this: Portland is actually a really good place because they could sneakily get a haul from Portland. Because maybe Portland don't understand that he likes to eat a lot. And maybe Portland's like, we ain't got nowhere to eat after 9 o'clock. So
he may need a Chauncey Billups in his life.
He might need a Chauncey Billups that can talk some sense into him. So Portland's not necessarily a bad spot.
Can you do it without Scoop?
No.
You gotta ask
not at all. Aiden. Maybe Aiden. You coming off of Scoot or Aiden to get this deal done?
I wouldn't mind having Aiden.
Oh, listen.
I think any one of us.
Listen.
He getting paid too, though. God,
that's the only problem. That contract is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Giannis will be putting on a blank jersey for the first time. He needs to buy his new house where?
This is easy. For the first time, this is easy.
Okay, talk to me.
The new retro jerseys that come out in Milwaukee.
Yes.
Why would he do that though?
He ain't going nowhere, man.
He loyal to the soil, man. He loyal to the soil.
Loyalty. Didn't KG teach us nothing about loyalty?
He loyal, man.
You stay too long. Study long, study wrong. All y'all play spades. Y'all know if you study long, you study wrong. You go play the wrong card if you keep staring at them.
Facts.
Okay, all right. It's cool when y'all do it. All right, let's do it NFL style, shall we? As we close out the show, Jalen Ramsey.
Rams.
Back to the Rams?
Back to the Rams.
Nah.
Or Pittsburgh.
Nah.
You want him to go to the Ravens, don't you?
I do not. The Ravens don't need nobody else. The Ravens, listen, we haven't gotten to football talk, but I'll go ahead and say this now and then just keep repeating it until they finish the season. They literally have no more excuses.
Yeah.
Oh, our secondary? No. Don't hear nothing about no secondary no more. They got no excuses. None.
Facts.
Okay. I think he's going to be a Raider.
Raider.
I think he's going to be a Raider.
Why you say that?
I don't know. Just a gut feeling. No intel, just a gut feeling. Amari Cooper.
Washington.
Pittsburgh.
I kind of like the Washington thing.
I think Washington.
But
Pittsburgh. I like the Pittsburgh.
I think Pittsburgh makes the most sense, though.
No, I think Washington. I think Pittsburgh get McLaurin in the trade. I think Washington.
He's got to go somewhere where they have a desperate need.
They will.
That might be the Jets.
Yeah, but there may be Washington. If all they have is who's that? Debo.
They got Debo and they got Lauren.
He gonna get traded.
Gallup. They got Gallup.
They can't come together on the contract, so he's gonna get traded. That's why I say he may wind up in Pittsburgh.
That's interesting. That's still a thing he's ringing in my head. That might be it.
What about the Raiders? Like you said, what about the Raiders?
They got a quarterback. He done already done that. He didn't play no teams with no quarterback before.
Yeah,
He's sick of that.
True.
He trying to get a ring now. What about Javon Holland?
I thought he got signed already.
Did he get signed? Did I miss that?
Yeah, to the Giants, I think.
Wait a minute.
I think he got signed to the Giants.
Hold on. Are you serious? When did that happen?
I think so.
Look at here. We done picked up Javon Holland. I didn't even know it. I know we picked up the other kid. I didn't know we picked up Javon. Well, look at God. Okay. That didn't even sound believable. That didn't even sound believable, did it?
Yeah.
I apologize, y'all. I apologize.
Yeah.
What about Najee?
The Chargers?
Nah, they loaded. They got back there. They
picked up another running back.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they picked up another running back. Yeah.
Oh, you sure right? I'm sure right.
As crazy as this is gonna sound, that also might be the Ravens. Give Big Boy a break. Throw a different dynamic in there. Out the backfield, check screen player, third down check screen for Lamar. You ain't got to pay a lot to get him.
I like the Bengals.
Love the Bengals. Love the Bengals. Again, same scenario. Because, see, their defense is going to suck again.
Yeah.
So they score points. Najee can break a few. Did he sign with the Chargers? I didn't see he signed with anybody.
He might have.
Okay, I missed it.
Where I got it from? I think it's my word.
Maybe that's where you got that from. Okay, maybe I got that wrong. Okay, I may have been looking at an old list. I apologize to our fans. Y'all count on us to get this right. We may not have gotten that right today. All right, last thing on the list. Did y'all see the Billboard put their top 75 R&B singers together?
I didn't see that.
Of all time. We ain't gonna go through the whole list because there's 75 folk on this list. So we just go skip down to the top. Oh Lord, my screen done froze. Can y'all see me or hear me?
You move. Yeah, I can see you. Yeah.
The screen froze. Okay, there we go. Yeah. We ain't gonna do the whole list. It's too many for 75 people on this list. So we just gonna do the top like 20, I guess. So number 20 is Otis Redding.
Okay.
Number 19 is Smokey. I like Smokey. Al Green's number 18. So far, I don't have no problem with the list. Jed Jackson's 17.
Oh, wow.
Mary J. Blige is 16.
Not the Queen, that low.
That might be a little high, but I get it. I'm not going to argue with that. Isaac Hayes is 15. That seems high to me.
Very, very high.
That seems really high to me. 15? That seems very high, but okay. Curtis Mayfield is 14. I ain't got no issue with that. Sam Cooke is 13. They might be a little low. Let's see where everybody else is. Usher is 12. Usher over Al Green.
I got to see who the rest of the list is. I don't know.
But Usher over Al Green already sound wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay. So let's go keep going. Ray Charles is 11. Not going to argue with that. Okay, top 10. Marvin Gaye.
Not going to argue with that.
Can't argue with that. R. Kelly is number 9. Here's the problem.
I'll argue with it, but he's maybe higher.
If I got to separate everything that he is
yeah.
to everything that he's saying.
Yeah.
When I put up what he's saying, I can't really argue with that statement. Mariah Carey's number 8.
Okay.
I'm not buying that, even though she got hits.
She's got hit.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You okay with it? Okay. Number 7 is Prince. I don't have no problem with that.
Nope.
Number 6 is James. Mike got to be in the top 5 for sure. James Brown is number 6.
Him and Bobby Brown got to be down out there, huh?
Yeah, James Brown number 6.
They're gonna try to put Beyonce.
Whitney is number 5.
No problem with it.
Beyonce's number 4.
Wow.
Knew she was in there. I knew she was in there.
She got to be in top 5. Listen, she got to be in top 5. Because here's what I realized. I don't know if she's the greatest of all time, but she's the greatest of this generation by a long shot. Yeah. There's no one to even put in the conversation with her.
Sure.
So that automatically puts her in the top 5 of greatest of all time. So I get it. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Number 3, they say the 3 people better than Beyonce. Michael Jackson is number 3.
3? Oh my God.
Michael Jackson is number 3.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
So I'm very curious to see where this is going. Number 2 is Aretha Franklin.
I don't know about that one, brother. I can't.
Aretha got a lot of bangers. Don't play. Don't trip.
Got
a lot of bangers.
More than Michael Jackson?
Nah, not more than Michael Jackson. Well, she got as many as Michael, but they don't slap. They don't slap to me like Michael's do.
Nah, they got slapped, bro.
Yeah, they got slapped. I probably would reverse 3 and 2. So who y'all think number 1 is?
Bobby.
Greatest R&B singer of all time.
I'm scared.
Bobby.
Who?
Stevie Wonder?
No.
Wow.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, I
Stevie Wonder.
That's crazy.
Stevie Wonder.
I got him in the top 3, but I don't necessarily want.
I don't know if he's number 1.
He ain't seen the Billboard.
Oh man, come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
But no, I didn't mean it like that.
Come on, man.
This show is off the rail tonight.
God.
This show is off the rail tonight. Yo.
Bro.
I'll say this. I think MJ is probably for real number 1.
Yeah.
But I'm not like mad that he's number 3. I think he's better. He's probably number 2. At no less than number 2, MJ.
So who's number 1?
I would personally, for me, it's Prince. Prince is number 1 for me.
I agree.
But
I totally agree.
I'm going MJ number 1. Stevie could be still number 2.
I'm going Prince, Michael, MJ. I mean Prince, MJ, and then Stevie.
I could, yeah.
I think Beyonce is a solid 4 for sure. For me.
No. She could be doing this another 20 years.
Come check with me in 10 years.
Yeah, she could still be going, man.
He said Stevie can't even see the. That's not. That ain't right. I thought kitchen in the bedroom was the worst. Goodness gracious!
Always find a way to top ourselves.
I mean, listen, we on fire tonight. All right, Somebody give us a shout out for real though, because we need this shout out. Who we shouting out? Let's always go with our producer and little bro C Major. Who you shouting out tonight, brother?
Let me first give a royal shout out to the wife. Her birthday's on Wednesday, so definitely shouting her out on her birthday.
Wifey.
Shout her out. That number little boy, man, who did his thing on flag football this past Sunday. He got some recognition from Torrey Hunter's son. So hopefully we can get that together and start, getting them some coaching.
Okay.
No, that's cool. And shout out to you guys, man, for sure. Y'all y'all keep me laughing, man, for sure. So definitely shout out you guys, Reggie, and Byron and all those guys.
That's what's up. All right. Cam, who you shouting out, man? Who you shouting out up in his piece?
Shout out to my boy OG Ron C.
Facts. Yeah.
For the only real OKC Thunder fan I know who was a
Right,
Seattle.
a real.
Yeah.
Facts.
For real.
He should be asleep by now because he's gonna make that trip in the morning to Oklahoma.
Oh, he going to the parade?
As he should.
As he should.
Yeah. So shout out to him and shout out to the Thunder. Like, I mean, they did that. I mean, they had a great season. Shea was the MVP of the season. He was the MVP of the finals. Like, he did his thing. So, shout out to them. Shout out to you guys, the five. Love talking that noise, talking sports.
Yeah.
I mean,
ain't bragging if you back it up.
The world is so polluted with negativity to talk about. I'd rather talk about
sports. It is. And to Cam's point, y'all. I'm sorry. Were you done, Cam?
No, you good. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say to Cam's point. I hope that whether you watch this in real time or you watch it on the rewatch, we give y'all a little something to laugh at, a little something to argue about, but most importantly, something to smile to, because it's so much craziness in the world right now, man. So hopefully this show kind of, gives you a little relief from all of that. So there you go. So I'm with that. But I'm sorry, Cam. Go ahead and finish your shout out, brother.
That's it. Shout out for the wifey. She takes care of me. She make it where I have fun. Let me just say that.
There you go. There you go. Well, listen, shout out to the fam. Always gonna do that. They lacing the brother up. This is my first. Y'all can't see it, but it's like my first, like, real true, cultivated to me frat shirt that I've had since like 1994, and it's got my number on the back and all that stuff. This thing is dope. So shout out to the wifey for the Father's Day gift. The remaining Father's Day week was dope. It was so cool. So they took care of your boy. So shout out to wives, man. Shout out to all our wives, man, for coming through in the clutch this year. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
What's up? We appreciate the wifeys. They are and are. So I want to give it up. I want to give a shout out. This is a weird shout out. Give a shout out to Finally got a chance to see Sinners. My God. That thing is amazing.
Sinners is awesome.
Sinners is incredible, fam. That is, you got to see it, Chad. It is, wow. I ain't going to spoil it for you.
I ain't seen it yet.
It'll be on Max here soon, so just hold off a little bit. It'll be on Max soon. But, boy, it is really good.
I've seen it 3 times.
I'm low key. I'm about to watch it again this week. It's that good. It is very rewatchable, and it is not what you think it is. It hits places that you wasn't expecting it to hit. Ryan Coogler out here doing it different. Just real talk. He's doing it different than everybody else, and I appreciate that. As a creator myself, I appreciate that. Speaking of people doing it creatively better than everybody else, in my opinion, shout out to Big Ja, content creator. Jade Pickett is killing the game out here. Appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Clayton Thomas, aka CT. Shout out to Kevin on stage. These are just people that I watch. That chick Angel. I'm not a lawyer. This is podcast stuff that I like. When I'm just saying, see, you ain't got nothing to do this summer. Basketball's over, fam. Unless you go sit and watch baseball games, I'm trying to direct your palate to something nice. that you can enjoy. Country Wayne. Shout out to Country Wayne. I'm just trying to get you to enjoy something this summer. Otherwise, it's going to be a long, hot summer for you. I'm about to start I got my little list of stuff I want to watch. I'm probably going to start with, was it Paradise? Is that the Sterling K. Brown one?
Yeah.
I'm starting with that.
It's good, man. It's good.
So I'm just saying, it's going to be, basketball's over, fam. And once the trade deadline goes and the Lakers get Jokic, you ain't going to have nothing to watch.
Oh, man. Hey, the way the thing is going, it's going to be a new first-time champion next year, too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Not first time. I mean, it might be the 18th time.
Oh, God.
We all in. We all in. You didn't see the Dodgers, man. You see what the Dodgers is doing.
Hello. Not playing games.
Oh, it's cool when y'all do it, though. It's cool when it's happening in the Bay, right? You can champion that, huh?
No, man. Do what y'all do.
Start me out, Debo. Start me out.
Do what y'all do.
You know what? Let's get out of here. I'm done shouting out anybody. You go. We can show you better than we can tell you. We can show you better than we can tell you.
Be back in that chicken coop.
What?
He'll be back there in that chicken coop.
We ain't no chicken coop. What's wrong with you? Why are you bringing up chicken coops?
It's a Friday reference, sir.
No, bro. No, we ain't gonna be in no chicken coops. That's where you wrong. We can't even get him to come back and do the movie, let alone be in a chicken coop. He won't even do the movie no more. He said, "I'm out. You'll never label me as a drug addict. Y'all stuck with Day Day." So,
Hello.
I'm just saying, we good on that, brother. We fine in the West. In the words of Java Red, we fine in the West. There you go. We good in the West. We good. All right. Listen, it's gonna be a great summer, great draft. Get ready for it this week. I think we got Press and Pros on Wednesday. Somebody's doing Press and Pros. I don't even know who it is. It's either gonna be you or Kendrick. One of y'all doing Press and Pros this Wednesday. So I'll keep you posted on that. And then just enjoy your summer, man. It's hot out here. Go get some cold drinks and enjoy your summer.
Facts.
Whatever drink you want. That ain't in your business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just saying, enjoy your summer as only you can. All right. Shout out to the wife who just came out. Love you. I'll be with you in a second. I'm coming over there to be with you. You know what I'm saying? All right. 5. We out.
Get you 10. They are plugging in with the there's no mystery. Let's make history with the 5. Oh, the strongest. 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me.